From the Opepco Studios in Oklahoma City, this is an OSU update with Gina Mizell. I'm Jenny Carlson. Gina, Cowboys opened on Saturday. No Bill Young on the sidelines coaching the defense. How did that change things, and how is it going to change things moving forward for the Cowboys?
Well, we talked about how this game was kind of a dress rehearsal for a lot of different things, and I think, figuring out how this coaching staff is going to work without Bill Young was probably really the most productive thing they may have gotten out of this game. And so Glenn Spencer obviously took over Coach Young's duties. He's already the co-defensive coordinator, so he plays a role in the game planning and that sort of thing already. But a couple things were obviously different. During some meetings last week, the defensive linemen and the linebackers, which are the positions that Young and Spencer coach, met together actually on a couple occasions. And then during practice, the defensive linemen work with Jamal Ashley, which is someone that we've talked about last week when the news first came down that Young would be out for the first two games. And so a couple differences. Coach Spencer continued to call the plays or called the plays really for the first time from the box. He did come down to the field for the second half, but that was more because there were so many walk-ons in the game. Right. At that point, he just kind of wanted to be there for the young guys. So he told me yesterday that he plans to be up in the box again this week. He doesn't see that changing. So he said it went pretty smoothly. There were obviously some nerves with the first game, but he really credits that to Coach Young and their relationship and his relationship with the rest of the defensive coaches on why it went so well.
You mentioned walk-ons in the second half against Savannah State. I don't think they're going to be in against Arizona. Things will change, a true road game. How does that change the dynamic? Obviously a much tougher test. Did they anticipate any big changes going to Arizona this week?
Well, I think because things went so well as far as just the logistics, I don't see much changing as far as that's concerned. But obviously, with Arizona's offense, Rich Rodriguez, Matt Scott is a dual threat quarterback. They run that spread offense that was so successful at West Virginia a few years ago. It does make it different. And Spencer did say that the first or the biggest thing that he wanted to see adjusting from his perspective was that he needs to make the calls in a more quick fashion and faster, have the plays come in, which again, as you get experience, now he knows that he needs to do that. He's gotten used to it. And before, when he was on the sideline, his main responsibility was kind of even looking ahead to the next play and making sure, things were corrected with the linebackers themselves. But, now he's kind of in charge of everything. So between him, Jason Jones, the cornerbacks coach, and Van Malone, and even Mike Gundy to a certain extent, they're all on the headsets. They're all communicating with each other. But things need to get quicker and need to get faster because, both of these offenses, he made a joke yesterday that we could see an NCAA record for number of plays because of how fast both of these offenses go. So Spencer knows that he needs to go a little bit quicker, but he thinks that based on last week that it'll continue to be a smooth transition.
All right, thanks, Gina. Be sure to stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoman.